Before we begin, a special thanks to my patrons for supporting the channel. Robin, Elias Erasmi, Michael Scott, and Cameron Hunt. Thank you so much.
Right then, listen up, you little peoples. My name is Noggs. I'm a huge oated. That means hill giant for the lot of you what don't speak giant good like me. Now, I was gonna eat you. All of you. I could do it in one mouthful, I could. But if you've got any alcohol, barrels of the stuff, then I'll drink that instead. Ho 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 ho. Yous is smart for little peoples. Give me that. Oh, that was good, that was. Now then, a good drink is made better by a good bragging. So here's me bragging about the greatest feats I did today. The greatest feats I do every day as the biggest hill giant in Faerût in the whole world. I got up when the sun was high in the sky, but not too high. I was hungry. Gotta find something to eat, I told myself. So I went to the tiny farmer on the other side of my hills. He always liked sheep, and sheep is real tasty. Real tasty. Even if you do gotta pick the woolly bits out of your teeth. I like the sheep, 'cause sheep is pretty slow. They're slower than deer, and the little fences the farmer man puts up keeps them from running real far. Which is good, 'cause I don't like running. I started picking up the sheep when I felt a pinch in me side. I turned and, well, I didn't see nothing, at least nothing big, so I picked up another sheep. There it is again, the darn pokey feeling in my leg. I looked down this time, forgot to do that, and the tiny farmer man is shooting me with arrows.
Quit taking my sheep, you fat, giant bastard!
He shouts that every time. He's real loud for such a tiny man. But his arrows couldn't stop me. They never do. There's always too small. And me, I'm the biggest and the strongest, and I'm tougher than adamant. The shiny black armor what the little people wear sometimes. One day I got tired of his tiny squealing after munching on his sheep, so I decided to shout back at him. And I shouted, "If you don't want your sheeps taken, then why is you so small?" I think it was a good question. I'm the biggest round these hills, so I get to take whatever I want. If he was bigger than me, then he'd take all my sheep. If I had any sheeps. Just makes sense, don't it? I shouted so loud at him, he went flying like a little birdie and scrambled up a tree. It's true! Flying! Had a good laugh at that. So I stood by the tree, eating the tasty sheeps, pulling the wool from me teeth, watching the little man wave his tiny toothpick blade at me, when I got an idea. I grabbed the tree, and I gave it a real good shake. The little farmer man screamed a lot louder then. Oh boy, that was a riot. I made a game out of it. Every time the little farmer man tried to climb down, I'd shake the tree again. Oh, that was good fun. I had myself a big laugh for hours there. But all that laughing and eating can make a giant sleepy, it can. So I lay down for a little nap. When I woke up, the sun had moved. Funny how it does that, isn't it? I was hungry again, but there weren't any more sheeps. 'Cause I ate them all. The whole flock. Must have been at least, 100 of them. 100 sheeps in one meal. Impressive, ain't it? Or some time ago, I used to eat the little farmer men after eating all their sheeps, or their cows, or their piggies. They weren't quite as tasty, but that's what they get for throwing arrows and spears and whatnot at me. But one day, I'll meet another giant like me. Well, not really like me. She was a woman. When I wasn't scared of nothing, I was taller and fatter than her, so I knew I was better. She says to me, if you eat all the little farmer men, then there won't be any more cows and sheep. So just put the little men back. And then when you come back, there'll be more cows and sheep or whatever else you want to eat. I scratched my head and had to think about that. But then I got another thought while I was thinking, and I says, why should I listen to you then? You're a giant like me, but I'm the bigger one. So that means I don't do what you say, it means you gotta do what I say. That's the way Grolantor and the Allfather wants it. Them's being the gods of us hill giants. They put the ordering together. That's one of those, rules, law thingies, like what you little folks get. The ordering says that if the giant is bigger, then all the littler giants gotta do what he says. Well, the gods is the biggest giants of all, so what they say's gotta be true, don't it? But then she says to me just to shout at the little farmer, tell him you want more sheep and more pigs when you come back, or you'll eat him next time. That's why I don't eat the little men now. The lady giant asked me to bring some food back for her, and she'd start making me stuff. Stuff like bigger clubs and better clothes and even beer. I do like beer, and the more things to eat is always better. Plus, no one is better at shouting than me. I already knew that shouting at the little peoples gets them to do what I want, so it was kinda my idea already. Guess my brains are as big as my gut. Ha 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 ha! What happened next? I woke up from my nap and heard a big noise coming from the west, so I went to see it. A bunch of other giants was playing my favorite game. Root Be Alive! You never heard of it? Oh, it's a real fun game. You ought to try it. All you gotta do is score points by hitting the ball in the goal. The goal, it's gotta be the biggest and hardest rock you can find. And the ball has gotta be one of the little things what fight back. Cows, bears, little farmers. But a dwarf is the best ball. They put up the most fight. The game keeps going until the ball stops moving on its own, being smashed against the goal. Whoever scores the most goals gets to eat the ball. Pretty good prize, ain't it? Well, I got them there, outnumbered, 3, 4, 5, 5 to 1. But I still smashed that dwarf's head on the goal and scored the most points. That made me real happy, 'cause it meant I got to eat the dwarf. And dwarf meat is the best meat. Tastes like sweet honey, it does. Some giants like to eat them all at once, but I learned that if you pick the dwarfs out of their armor and clothes, it tastes better. My brain really is big, ain't it? The only thing that is good as dwarfs are dragon eggs. Just the green kind, though. Those poison breathers are always real tasty when they're just eggs, or just hatched from eggs. Gotta be careful, though. Them bigger dragons can tear you up real good. Makes sense, since they ain't so small. That's why you gotta round up a lot of other giants and go hunting for them. Sure, some of your other giants is gonna die. The dragon's got some sharp claws and teeth, and of course its breath is poisonous, which is always a problem. But hey, less giants living means more dragon eggs for you. Besides, I don't like sharing anyway. If I could find them all, I could eat 100 sheeps, 100 dragon eggs, 100 dwarfs, and drink 100 barrels of alcohol in 100... in one day. Yeah, that's it, one day. Speaking of alcohol, I hope you got more for me. I've got lots of things in my leather sack to give you for it. You see, it was another one of my big brain ideas. I keep all my loot with me in this big leather sack. 'Cause if I left all my loot lying around, then some thieves and bandits and whatnot would try to steal them. I learned that you little folks love shiny metal things, and you'll trade beer for it. No, I don't really like the shiny metal things. Only the women giants like that kind of stuff. They're hard, but they're all small and they don't taste good. You can't even eat them. Well, I mean you can, but they make your guts hurt real bad. Anyways, I learned about that by encountering some little folks. It was a bunch of humans carrying something in a wagon. I was gonna eat them all when I smelled what they was carrying in the wagon. It was alcohol. The red drink, what they call wine. So I said to the humans, I said, if you don't give me all your wine, I's gonna squash you, and then eat you, and then squash you again. But all they said was, if you give us any metal things you got in your big sack, we'll give you the whole barrel. So I gave them the metal things, a few swords, some armor bits, a couple of shields, one glowy bow thingy, and I got one big barrel of wine. Suckers. All this bragging is putting me in the mood for a nap. You little folks won't go nowhere while I's gonna sleep, alright? 'Cause I's gonna be hungry when I wake up.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe, leave us a like, and ring the bell. It all goes a long way to helping the channel and bringing more content like this to you. If you're enjoying this goofy little series I'm deciding to call Through the Eyes of a Monster, then drop a monster name in the comments, as I always love hearing what you guys want to see. Until then, cheers!